Hello, I'm Marion Short, the CEO of IAP2 Australasia. Welcome to another advocacy update. Well, it's been busy, I have to say, and we've had a lot going on. I'll kick off with the very successful launch of our latest report in our Thought Leadership series, Groundbreakers and Transparency Makers, the Role of Engagement in ESG. Now, this is going to be quite a pivotal report and part of a growing conversation around improving ESG outcomes and the role of engagement and how quickly and easily actually engagement has aligned and integrated itself into ESG. So very successful launch at Parliament House in Canberra. No doubt you've seen our updates on LinkedIn, or at least I hope you have. So if you haven't, please do follow us on LinkedIn. The webinar is up on our website and you can just click on the link at the end of this video to access that webinar. So we hosted a panel with Sally Hussey, who is the report author, together with members of our advocacy committee to talk about the report and the launch. And it's a free downloadable. So if you haven't downloaded it already, check it out. We've also had a couple of submissions. We've responded to the Industry Consultation People Panel Professional Contractor Services Phase 3 survey. So why? Why did we respond to that survey? Well, we responded to that survey because that is how a government contracts services into their various departments. And of course, a lot of you provide contracted specialised engagement services to government. So it was really important that we respond to that. And I just want to have a big shout out to Helen Lair, who's on our advocacy committee, because she drafted our response. So we recommended a new category under corporate services area of community and stakeholder engagement, and that we be removed from research and data analytics because we just don't fit there. I think it's also that we're recognised as being a strategic technical partner to government in this area. These are specialised services that you provide, and so it was really important that that is recognised and acknowledged in the people panel. So you can check out that. The link will be available to you. We also provided a submission on the draft National Urban Policy. I did share that consultation was open on the draft policy via my LinkedIn. We're big fans of clear definitions, and this was consistent feedback on the draft National Urban Policy that they received. We also really trying to ensure that people have clarity of terminology. So we see a lot of words bundled together: inform, consult, collaborate, co-design, and terribly misunderstood. And so we're wanting to have some clarity of terminology and some better definitions just in general. However, it is important when we're talking about the National Urban Policy, where we're quite often talking about policy and place, we're also talking about people and the important strategic role that engagement plays in that. So we're wanting to see engagement elevated to that policy and regulatory framework level. We're wanting to see minimum standards for engagement, and we're really needing engagement to be a key strategic consideration in the draft National Urban Policy. Kate Kernahan, who sits on our advocacy committee, also drafted that submission, so I thank you to her. IAP2 Australasia serves on the National Urban Policy Consultation Network, and we are starting to actually meet reasonably regularly, so which is nice. It didn't start off that way. Over in New Zealand, across the ditch, it's also been quite busy. If you recall, we made a submission to the Fast Track Approvals Bill, and we were invited to appear before the Select Committee. So Anne Patello, who's an honorary fellow of IAP2, joined me in virtually in front of the Select Committee. Certainly, we're asking the New Zealand government to make a commitment to ensuring that quality engagement remains an integral component of Fast Track's projects, improving environmental, social and economic outcomes there. We we had a whole 10 minutes to present our case, and the guidance that you receive is that to leave time for questions and answers from the select committee, which we did so. So we did have a conversation with them around timing. For those of you that are across the bill, you will be aware that there is timing in it of a fortnight. But also limited engagement. So we are certainly asking them to extend the engagement to include impacted communities and stakeholders. But the 2-week timeline was insufficient, particularly in areas that were requiring a technical response within 2 weeks. So they were quite interested in our views on timeline. We know that this is a really big topic for our members, and we're not really seeing many policy or guideline documents talk to timelines, but I will shout out to the ACT government's engagement guidelines, which has a minimum timeframe of 6 weeks. So, I applaud them putting in a minimum timeframe of 6 weeks, but for certain projects, of course, 6 weeks would be insufficient. So, so those are all available for you guys to access and have a look. We'll have links for those available for the webinar that we hosted on the ESG report, as well as the submission to the people panel, the draft national urban policy, and the fast track approvals bill is already there for you to have a look at. A couple of other things just to share with you quickly. If you're not already following Council House on LinkedIn, please do so. Council House are our government relations advisor here in Australia, and they do provide political updates. So it just keeps you across what's happening at a federal level. So just a quick, easy tick in LinkedIn there. The IAP2 Australasia has just released a digital tools hub. You can find the link to this on our website, and that brings together 100 tools, digital tools that you can search using a filter. And these are all to help you as you explore how AI can support you in your engagement practice. So check that out. And if you see that your favourite isn't there, let us know, because we want to update it and keep it up to date for you. And then just to close, the IAP2 conference is just around the corner. We're going to be in Sydney this year, Monday the 2nd of September to Wednesday the 4th of September. So I did say September. I know that the conference is normally October, but it is September. Our conference theme is Innovate to Elevate. And this, of course, is a must-attend annual event. We have our Core Values Awards, and it's your opportunity to connect and learn and share ideas with your tribe. So make sure you register and come along. You will see we've got 2 amazing keynote speakers up on our website. They couldn't be more diverse. We have Holly Ransom and Isabella Giavolva. So check out the program on our website, and I hope that I see you in Sydney.